Alright people, so my last video, I had one person ask that I should do a skills and stats video, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I got a couple thumbs up, so obviously some people agree, so why not? I'll just show it, because since this is the very last game of my regular season for my player, the one I'm about to show you, I'm about to go into the playoffs, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. Here are my stats right here. Shot inside 86, shot close 76. 3-point is crap, I couldn't see it, but you know, you'll just watch it, but I'm just gonna keep talking. But I'm a 73 overall, and the game we're about to play is versus the Celtics, and I named this video Playoff Preview because the Celtics are who we are going to be playing in the first round. I mentioned I was kind of contemplating which team I'd rather play, the Bulls or the Celtics, because those are the two teams that I would possibly play in the playoffs, but it is certain that I'm going to play the Celtics, and I actually like that team better because I realize that Rondo is, he's a good player, but he can't shoot, and most of the time that's what I give up is like three-pointers and mid-range shots and stuff like that. But anyway, one thing I'm trying to get in my skill points up is my 3-point lately. That's like my main thing I'm trying to get up. But here's my stats for the end of the year. I didn't make the All-Star team because I missed so many games. I only played 54 games, or maybe 55. But 31 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, 9 assists per game, about 1 block per game, about 1 steal per game, 4 turnovers per games. Sorry, what did I say? 4 turnovers per game. That is like my main weakness. I turn it over so much, and it's not the game's fault. I'm not going to blame it on the game, because it is my fault. Most of the time when I get turnovers, I pass it to the wrong person, and it goes right to the defender. And there is a way to fix that. I mean, you can press RB and then press the button to who you want to pass to, but I got to get used to that. But here's the playoff picture. Number 7 seed is the Knicks right there, you see. But number 1 is the Heat. That's like everyone's number 1 for everyone's my player. Under 20 losses, that's impressive. Celtics number 2, Bulls number 3, Hawks number 4, Magic number 5, Pacers number 6, and us number 7, Bucks number 8, and the rest don't make it. And here's the West: Spurs, Mavericks, Rockets, Lakers are number 4. That's pretty surprising. Thunder, Nuggets, Trailblazers, and Jazz. No, the Jazz didn't make it in, but that looks like a pretty normal top 8. But one thing that really surprised me was that the Suns were the worst team in the West. That's not what I expected. I mean, that's Steve Nash's old team. He left the Suns to come to our team, so it shows you that we are better, much better than the Suns. Obviously, he belongs in New York. But anyway, here we are playing the Celtics in the Garden, and there's Kevin Garnett banging his head against the pad or whatever. Man, I always wonder, does he get a headache from that? Man, that's gotta hurt. He does it like every game. He always gets psyched up like that. But anyway, I'm in the starting lineup. Point guard, Steve Nash, number 2. You already know that. But guys, what I'm also going to be doing is continuing my 2K12 wish list. I didn't get to all the things I wanted to reach, and I think there's some stuff that I haven't written down that I forget. But I don't know. If you guys think of any more wishes you'd like to see in 2K12, also put them down in the comment section below like you did last game, or last video I should say. But so yeah, playoff preview, here goes, tip off, and I'm running the pick and roll as always, and as you saw, my skills, my mid-range is 99, and I just abuse it. Like, it is, I use it so much, it's crazy. But I guess I'll just get right into my 2K12 wish list. Actually, let me just talk about Rondo real quick, about the thing I was saying about, I'd rather play Rondo than Derrick Rose, because Derrick Rose can shoot three-pointers, shoot mid-rangers, he can, like, drive, and he just keeps me on my toes. Rondo, I know what he's gonna do. He either drives, which he's very good at driving, or he can, pass it up and, like, penetrate and kick it out for the open man. That's like the two things he does really well, especially in this game too. But like I said, most of the points that I give up are mid-rangers and three-pointers, and with Rondo, he doesn't. Not only does he not make them when he shoots them, he rarely shoots them. But yeah, like Derrick Rose, I've made a video like I made a video in the past saying can't stop Derrick Rose because it really is impossible to stop Derrick Rose. Rondo, not so much. I think Rondo might be a better defender. That's the only thing that's going to challenge me in this playoff series coming up after this game. Rondo is a good defender. He obviously can steal it a lot, and turnovers is Turnovers are one of my main problems, and he's going to steal from me a lot. But right here, Rondo going to the basket. Like I said, he's good at driving, but I foul him. And look what happens. Rondo is injured. Oh my god, there's good news and bad news to this. Bad news is that, you know, I can't play Rondo. I would have been able to stop him in the playoff series. But the good news is Nate Robinson is his replacement, and he is small as hell. No disrespecting Nate Robinson or anything, but he is very short, and although he was nailing threes in this game, I did play my first round game already, and we were blocking the shit out of him. So it's going to be a good series if Nate Robinson always plays, because yes, he can shoot, but if it goes like according to plans, him like not making jump shots and us just blocking him whenever he gets to the lane, we should be able to win the series, because like I said, most of the points come from my opponent that I'm covering personally. But there's another turnover like you saw, and I really had turnovers in this game especially. I won't say how many I had, but I almost had a triple-double, including turnovers, like a points, assists, and then turnovers. But I guess I'll get into my 2K12 continuation wish list. Here we go. I used to play Madden a lot when in like 07 and like 08 and 09. That's the time I was really into Madden. I haven't played Madden since Madden 09. But one thing I did like is how you could pick an agent. You could there were other things besides just playing basketball. You could go to workout and stuff like that, get stronger by lifting and stuff like that, and doing drills by, you know, like stuff from your agent, like get new brand labels, offers from your agent telling you, you know, stuff like that. That's a feature I really liked in Madden. I'm not really sure if they still have that, because I haven't played Madden, like I said, since 2009. But yeah, I'd like to see that. And speaking of brand labels, or like brands like Jordan brand, I'd like to see some other brands that you could get offered by. Like, Jordan's cool, but what about Adidas? What about Reebok? What about other shoe companies, clothing companies, stuff like that? Like, the only brand they have is Jordan, and I know Jordan is under Nike, but I'd also like to see Nike offer me something. I like to choose between one of those brands. I know as I'm saying this, I'm kind of realizing it probably costs a lot of money to get, for 2K12, to get the permission to use their name in a video game, so I guess they couldn't really do that, but that would still be cool. I can still wish, I can still hope. That would be still cool. That would still be cool, though. I was talking to my friend Triple F, and if you know him, he was in a triple com recently. He's also been in a dual com, but he mentioned how he wanted, like in NCAA football, you can play your high school tournament before you get recruited to college. He said that he would like to see your last. He would like to have you be able to play your last college game before you get into the combine and the draft and stuff like that. And I really agree with that. That's a really good point. But I also think that 2K should make a college game, like NCAA basketball 2K12 or something like that. That would be sick. Basketball, I like college basketball better than NBA. Don't get me wrong, NBA is amazing. But college basketball, I just feel like it's more suspenseful, it's more team-oriented. And so if they made a college game, that would be cool, because they could make it so your college player gets exported onto 2K, NBA 2K12. That would be pretty sick. I just really wish they did that. Another one, defense. Oh my god, I've been saying this whole video that I give up so many points. But defense, one-on-one defense, in my opinion, is so hard. The computer, they're not too quick, but I think it's just hard to handle your guy. I guess if you're really good, but for most people, it's really hard to control your guy when you're playing defense. Because if you have, like a high quickness, it's pretty hard. Like if you move just a little bit, you're gonna like exaggerate a lot, but I don't know. But it's the end of the game, we lost, and if that's any indication of how we're gonna play in the series, we are going to lose this series miserably. But I actually did play my round 1, or in game 1 versus the Celtics already. That's gonna be up in a couple days. That was a very good game, I have to say. But guys, here are the MVP awards and stuff like that. Like, Bron won MVP, I won Rookie of the Year, Evan Turner won Most Improved. No, Most Improved went to Derrick Rose. Eric Spoelstra won Coach of the Year. Josh Smith won Defensive Player of the Year. And then Sixth Man of the Year was Evan Turner. And then here are the first, second team, and third team, all NBA. I should have been on the first or at least second team, but like I said in the beginning, I was injured a lot during this season. So I didn't even make the All-Star game, not even the rookie sophomore game. But, you know, I definitely should have, obviously, because my numbers, you saw them. But I am in the all-rookie first team. I'm the point guard. John Wall's number 2 guard. And, you know, I'm pretty happy with the season here right before the video ends. This is the playoff bracket. We got the Spurs, Utah. We got OKC versus Houston, LA versus Denver, Dallas versus Portland, Miami versus Milwaukee, Orlando versus Atlanta, Chicago versus Indiana, and then, of course, my series, Boston versus New York, which is exactly what the first round looked like this year in real NBA. But, you know, this is the end of the video, and you know the rules, guys. This is NBA Association or Mike, but please purchase a Seagull.